Okay. Let's see what it looks like real quick. Should be live and in person. Jay, we're live. All right. Jay is in there right now. Go ahead, Jay.
All right, hey guys. This is J-Rod84 back. I said we're back here with another episode of the Cat Attack. I said, okay, the Cats just completed their fourth game in their Big Blue Bahamas exhibition tour. But today they beat the Bahamas national team 98-74. As I complete four of those sweep, they now move to 14-1 all time in the Big Blue Bahamas. Now they're 144-12 in exhibition games, winners of 23 in a row. 23 straight exhibition games.
23. Let me sit down right there for a second. Yep. Okay, now we're in there. All right. Sound is good. Okay, now we're. All right. They did, and we won't be able to see it very good. We'll turn off that aspect of it. We got the blue lights on behind us, as we can see on the screen here. Yes, 4-0 today for this trip.
Yeah.
Good, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and bring up the, if I can find them real quick,
Bring up
the stats.
Bring up the box score.
Yep. I do know that we're going to get in a little bit to just, this won't be as long of a live today, but we'll be getting into a little bit of the aspects of today's game. So, it was a competitive game, needless to say.
Yeah.
Some of the stats we mentioned will come from KSR or on3.com. Check them out. So, Oscar had a double-double, which was nice. Ended up with 12 rebounds, 11 points. And then you can also see that Jacob Toppin, well, you knocked us over there.
Well, I'm trying to fix it because it was going to pop out of the top.
Okay.
I think it's fine now, though.
Yeah, I think I got it
All
in there now.
Yeah.
Because it was angled.
Okay.
And then
There we go.
Toppin rolls to the
He's not even
occasion.
noticing you're in here.
Toppin rolls to the occasion during the critical moments and
mind
scored
my
20
pocket.
points. Wheeler, that's what KSR is saying. He's played his most, arguably his most complete game. I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in a minute. Antonio Reeves led the late in scoring with 22 points, and obviously earned MVP honors, 4 3-pointers in a row in that second half late. That really pushed us forward.
Exactly. That's it was a little stretch in the second half. I mean, he started to pull away when he started to pull away, making those threes. Incredible.
Okay, so those are the stats. Those are good enough stats to go over. If you want any more, go to KSR, go to other websites, try to see if you can find any. But let's get into this real quick. Okay, I'm going to take the rock away for now because we're going to talk about the first half. And there was a lack of defense in the first half.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say lack of defense. You got to consider. These guys, these Kentucky guys, you got the veterans, Toppins, Wheeler, Oscar, etc. And so these guys are young. They're basically they're early, 20, they're early 20, 21, 22 years old. Which I looked it up as the average starting lineup of the Bahamas national team was 31. As he had 20, I think 25, 32, 35, and 36 starting for the national team for the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Clearly there was some discrepancy in the age, but at that point, we're not as young of a team as we usually are. Wheeler's like a senior, Oscar's an extended senior, Toppin's been around for 3 seasons now, 2 or 3.
Yes.
So Ware, same case, Collins at least 2 years. CJ has plenty of experience before he came to the Cats.
Yeah.
So Reeves is experienced guy.
Yeah, that's
Livingston and Wallace and then Therio are the only three that I really jump out to that, you know. Now imagine if we didn't have Oscar though. Imagine if we didn't have Wheeler today. Like people talk about, and this we're going to get into this now. I'm telling you guys the truth. Shavir Wheeler should be starting point guard the whole season. Unless he gets injured. Cason Wallace is a good player. I even like him at the 2. I even like him running the point when Wheeler's out, injury related or fatigue, whatever it may be, foul trouble, whatever.
Or possibly, as we talked about yesterday, a possible platoon system. I mean, like I said, it's way too much talent on this team, just to be sitting on the bench. There's plenty of minutes going around now. Granted, if Cal goes back to platoon, and puts these guys in the game, I said, look, I'm going to put you guys in this game. Y'all going to have to do something, otherwise you're coming out.
Right. And Therio played sparingly today. He played towards the late end of this game. We didn't get to 100. I think we finished 98.
Yeah, it was only 98, but it doesn't matter.
And then what was the final margin of victory here?
24.
24. So, really, I like to do. I wanted to keep. So that means the victory hat will go on today. It goes on. But we don't have a 25-plus victory, so we're not going to do a dance today. We're not. And that's sad. We 1 point away from 100, and everybody getting what? Some type of fritters or something they were talking about. They keep the announcers saying everybody gets some type of free food item. So the crowd didn't get that, and then we're not going to get a cat attack on here tonight. But we get a cat attack. We're going to give when it's under 25 but above 20. I'll do what I call a sitting cat attack. Ready?
Oh.
That's a ferocious 20-point. You just got slashed in the face.
Oh, yeah.
So we won. We did good. This was by far. They kept on every game. It would seem like, the Dominican national or the Dominican team is going to be the toughest game. Wait a minute, no, they weren't that tough. This next game's easy, but the game after that, what was it?
Carleton.
Carleton's going to be your tougher game, and then that wasn't hard. And they were like, well, this one here is going to be the toughest challenge for the Cats. Well, I think they were just trying to find a way when Kentucky would slip up so they would sound right.
Well, I said, well, maybe so, but I said, but then again, as I said earlier, I said, look, this Bahamas team, they've been playing together, for a while. I mean, it's like I said before, the average age of their starting lineup is in their early 30s.
Right. So they knew each other, right? They know what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? They played, some were in college, some and some had played overseas professionally.
Let's talk about this. We talked about it yesterday a little bit in our first Cat Attack episode back. If you didn't see that, go back and rewatch it. But three-point shooting, this is where we knew if we don't make so many. Now, Reeves made 4 in a row, but at one point in time, we were like 1 for 13 or something.
I think in the early part in the second half, they were like 2 for 16.
Yeah, nuts, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You might contribute that. Maybe a little bit of fatigue. I mean, look, this was their second game in less than 18 hours. I mean, they just played yesterday.
And I don't know about the Bahamas team, but I think they made a few.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how many they made, but let's say they made 8. And I don't know if they made 8 threes. They may have, because they hit a few in the first half, maybe in a few in the second. So let's say they made 7 or 8. We were still down, but let's say this would have been a Gonzaga team. Instead of making 8, they made 14 or 12, which the way we were not closing out successfully that much tonight, and some of the defense wasn't quite there, a team like Gonzaga, who's known to have three-point shooters, could possibly do that. Maybe 10, 11, 12 threes. When we were sitting at 2 and something, right? 2 and 16. But we still ended up finding a way to make sure we were ahead. Even if you would spot them 3 more three-pointers and give them 9 more points. We ended up winning the game by 24. And so if you subtract 10, it'd be 14. So 9 would be 15. We'd still win a game by 15, even if you gave them 3 additional three-pointers. And here's why that works out, though. It wasn't necessarily that our defense picked really up and it started making a mess, a bunch of shots, which that helped. But it was really this. Reeves hitting the threes in the second half that really helped us. Me and Jay have talked about this continuously. If Kentucky can play the way they're playing right now, defensively, fast pace, easy, quick, transition buckets, we're going to outscore a lot of teams. Now, the teams that have good three-point shooters, we have to at least do this. Make 7 threes a game. Reeves made 4 in a row, and you already had 2 before we were 2 for 16. So that gave us 6. I don't know if we got one extra one or not in there. We may have.
I know Toppin got one at like the beginning part, towards the beginning of the second half.
So that might have been enough to say that we finished 7 3-pointers. I honestly think with our defense, we need to be near 7 3-pointers. Just in case our defense is slacking like it did a little bit today in the first half, and we play against a team that can really hit threes.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I see. Yeah, they were behind, a little bit in the first half, but I was like, you know what, I'm not mad that they were down. That I know they trailed by as many as 8 in the first half. I'm like, you know what, I'm not mad at it because it showed. It showed, how they're going to respond.
Mm-hmm.
When they're behind like that.
Right.
And they did. They actually turned that 8-point deficit into 1 point halftime lead, and basically the second half they pulled away and won.
So we ended up shooting 50% basic field goals here. We went 35 of 70. But look here. This is where we go with the 3-point field goals. 7 of 23. 7 is that number. So if the Cats play defense like they should and get 7 threes, I think we'll be having a lot of sparkling time here with the winning lights on at nighttime. I mean, it's really cool. We got the lights going on right here. We got to put the winning formation going on. So yeah, 7 3-pointers. 7 is that number. I mean, I think you and I are agreeable here. We don't think against a really good 3-point shooting team, a really good one, 6 may not be good enough, right? Just 6. And it sounds crazy. Okay, so why don't they just get 5 more steals or something and come up with because some of these teams are going to take care of the ball and not turn it over. So we can't rely completely on just the defense fast break dunks. So we're saying 6 threes are not good enough. 8 might be asking too much, but we think with our defense and our length, 7 threes really gives us advantage. It's crazy that I keep saying 7 threes, but we've said it for years. Can we just get a team that can make 7 threes consistently?
Well,
That's it.
Well, I guess 7 is around. Look, we can't expect them, to go back to the old Patino era,
right, where they might make 9 or 10,
where they just went insane,
yeah,
from 3 all the time.
I think 7's not asking too much.
Well, yeah, 7 is right around there.
It's easy, right? You think it's easy.
We got the shooters.
Yep.
We got the length to defend.
Right. So all in all, we have that combination. A pretty good exhibition tour. Got the Cats really motivated to play basketball, and it's going to be now a continuous grind to wait for the next time. We know we got football coming up, so we will be watching some Cat Attacks on the football games as well.
Yeah.
But let's briefly go into, because we're going to end this live here soon, let's briefly go into this. When will be the next Cat Attack? So when is the football game?
Well, I know the season opener is September 3rd.
So we're going to hopefully do one before or during or after the game on that particular one. And then always as following after that. Anytime there's any major news as well, like God forbid some coach leaving or something of that nature, or Mitch Barnhart retiring or something, we'll do a quick jump in on that too as well.
Yeah.
We should. It's part of the Kentucky Athletics.
No, to say we should. I said hopefully not right now because
we don't need that right now.
They said look, we've done with enough drama, with Cal, Stoops, and Barnhart over the last 76 plus hours. I said we don't need.
We don't need more of that.
I said we don't need it right now.
And
maybe. Said hopefully they'll get it out and hopefully they'll be able to sit down.
Right.
They said like grown men and work this out when the team gets back.
So when is the so with that's not, we don't expect it to happen, but we're saying if there's any new transfers coming in or anybody reclassifying, we'll try to jump in, even if it's just myself or something. I'll just jump in real quick and say, hey, this is what's going on. We're aware of it at Cat Attack. We're going to be doing a video later on or something. But after football, to get back to basketball, what date are we looking at? And we may not cover the blue and white exhibition stuff. we may be talking about full, real, physical exhibition. So when is our first exhibition? Then do you know when the first game is? I'm not for sure on the exhibition.
Well, the exhibitions, I'm not sure, which I know they have 2 of them around the end of October. I mean, the regular season for basketball starts November 7th, which is 12 weeks from tomorrow.
Okay. So basically, we got a little bit less than 12 weeks to see them in live exhibition game. Maybe 11 or 10 weeks from now, we'll see them in those exhibition games. Obviously, we'll see them in the blue and white, and those Big Blue Madness.
Yes.
We, you know what? We'll probably do something about Big Blue Madness. We're going to talk about what has changed and what looks good about Big Blue Madness. So keep those on your calendar. All right. So hit the little bell so you'll be notified when we upload. Right.
Yes.
And we're going to be looking at football coming up, Big Blue Madness, and then exhibition games, and right into the basketball season and the rest of football season. So I'm excited about the Cat Attack sports show. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I said yes. I mean, don't forget to support your other teams on campus.
Yeah. Volleyball, cheerleading,
soccer, tennis, track,
all of them, right? So it's going to be interesting to see, but we definitely will be back. So if you want to be a part of our conversations, join us live. Let me see if anybody's in here with us right now. Probably, I haven't seen any comments. So join us live, leave a comment, watch the replay, leave comments. We'll respond. Reach out to us on Twitter and stuff. If you, what's your Twitter?
And mine is at Gerard Baker 1.
Gerard Baker 1. Oh, 1 second. Let me see if see if that's me. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, I heard something on there popping up. It was like an alarm sound. I didn't want that on there. So Gerard Baker 1 at Twitter.
Yeah, that's mine.
And then I'm John G at John G UK on Twitter as well. And a lot of times, just go in there and type in local John or something of that nature, or type in Gerard Baker 1. And you'll be able to find us on Twitter. So, good to see you guys today. If you're happy to see us, we're happy to see you always, right?
Yeah.
So, man, exciting tour, 4-0. Hope the guys had a blast. Hope they have safe travels home.
Yes.
And good luck to them the rest of the season coming up. And good luck to Mark Stoops and the football program for their upcoming ventures of the season. So hopefully we're celebrating and we're actually getting up to dance and not just doing a sit down Cat Attack. We need 25 plus for that. So, all right, guys. You got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. Just except go Cats.
Go Cats. All right. That's all we have, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Until next time, guys, let's give a chant. Ready?
All right.
C-A-T-S. Cats, cats, cats. Go Big Blue. Peace.
See y'all.
Big Blue Nation.